Hey everyone, it's Fraser the Medium, and I am so glad that you're here. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about what happens when you first pass on. We're actually going to go in deep, and I want to share with you what the souls have shared with me about their transition into the afterlife. But before we talk about it, I have a question for you, and that is, have you ever wondered why you were put here on this earth? Have you ever wondered what your life purpose is? Have you ever wondered who your soulmate is? Have you ever wondered, why did I go through these certain challenges? Why did I go through so much suffering? Why did I go through this physical ailment? Why is it that this, and this happens? Well, what I want you to know is that all of those questions are answered the moment that you die. Now, we've talked about on this channel that when you first pass away, you meet your spirit guide, you meet your guardian angels, you meet your loved ones in heaven. But you meet them for a reason, because the moment that you meet these souls and they're there to greet you when you transition to the other side, what happens from then is that you go through a life review. A life review is what every soul goes through at the end of their life. You may have heard people talk about this with near-death experiences, that when somebody came really close to dying, all of a sudden they had their life flash before their eyes. They could see moments of their birth. They could see moments when they first started walking. They could see moments of when they first met their soulmate. This near-death experience is actually your soul getting ready to enter the life review. And it's the most amazing thing and the most emotional thing that every soul goes through when they leave this world. So what is the life review and why is it important? Well, the life review is your transition into heaven. It's you closing the chapter on your life here in this world and transitioning on to the next. And during your life review, you meet two very important people. You meet your spirit guide and you meet your guardian angel. And your spirit guide and your guardian angel accompany you during your life review. They start all the way back to when your soul was created in heaven. And guess what? That's when you first were introduced to them. Before we existed, we existed. And when our soul was created in heaven, we were gifted by God a spirit guide and a guardian angel. And what's so cool is that here in this world, we forget that our guardian angel is there. We forget that our spirit guide is there. And we don't really know who our guide or who our angel is. And by the way, your spirit guide and your guardian angel is not a family member. It's not a friend that had passed away. These are two totally different souls who you met before you were born here in this world. And what's really amazing is that when we pass away, we meet these souls during our life review. And during that life review, when you first set eyes on your guardian angel and your spirit guide, right away, these souls are strangely familiar to you. You know who they are, but you don't know who they are. It's almost like when you go to a family party and you see that aunt or that uncle that you haven't seen in years and years and years. Maybe you remember them from when you were 3 or 4 years old, but you've forgotten about them, as you got older. And you're like, wait a minute, I know them, but I don't know how I know them. Well, that strange situation, right, but familiar situation is what happens when you meet your guardian angel and your spirit guide. It's like you know these people, you felt love with these people, but you don't know how you've known them. Well, they reveal to you that they've been following you through life. They reveal to you that they've been with you on your path and your journey. And then they start to show you your life in great detail. What's really cool is this, is that I've learned as a medium that memories are stored in two places. Memories are stored in your mind and also in your soul. So what happens is that that's the reason why it doesn't matter if you had an illness like Alzheimer's or dementia, or if you had some type of a brain issue here in this world caused by illness, because your memories might be stored here for your mind and for our physical body. But actually every single memory that you created here in this world, every step that you took is cataloged into your soul. So that means that the moments that you don't even remember from when you were a kid, the moment that you came out of the womb, the moment that you took your first steps, every single stop sign that you passed by, every single crosswalk that you stepped foot on, every single person that you met, whether it be for 5 seconds or just pass them by, your soul remembers. And your soul keeps a log and keeps a journal of this. And that's why when souls go to the other side, immediately all of those memories return. And during your life review, you go back through the moments of your life from the moment you were born to the moment that you die, but also you get to see things that you've never seen here in this world. And by the way, if you're interested in this, this is what my new book is about. It's called Don't Wait Till You're Dead. And my new book is all about the last moments of your life and going through the life review. I wrote this book because the hardest thing is that when we leave this world, we don't know what happens in the afterlife. But being a psychic medium, I've talked to so many of your loved ones who have shared in detail that the life review is real and that we're shown the life review for a reason, to understand what our purpose was in life. During our life review, we see everything from the people that we've helped, to the people that we've hurt, to the people that we've betrayed, to the people that we truly, truly, truly cared about, to the people that we screwed over. And we see all of the options in detail. We see, what if we married this person instead of this person? What happens if we didn't have 3 children? What happens if we had another child here in this world? Have you ever wondered what would have happened if you married your high school sweetheart instead of marrying your now husband? Or what would have happened if you divorced your husband and went after finding somebody else, right? Maybe you're in a situation where you were stuck in a marriage or stuck in a relationship and you're wondering, what would have happened if I just left that relationship? How would have my life been different? Well, during the life review, you don't just see your life in the past, you see every option. What would have happened if you went on that trip? What would have happened if you stayed home? What would have happened if you went to be a lawyer, right? What would have happened if you went to be a doctor? What would have happened if you didn't start your own business? What would have happened if you had? All of these options are laid out for you. And a lot of people say to me, well, Matt, I don't want to go through my life review. That sounds too emotional. I don't think that I can handle it because I know that I made some wrong decisions. I know that I did some things that I regret. Well, what I want you to know is that just like you see in a documentary of someone's life, for example, looking at the Celine Dion documentary or the Whitney Houston documentary, whatever documentary you saw, life goes like this. There's ups and downs. There's good moments, there's happy moments, there's sad moments, there's tough and challenging moments. But that's what makes life worth living. And at the end of our life review, the souls look back, they get very emotional, but all of a sudden they realize one thing. They realize that they were here with a purpose. They realize that everything that they did in life mattered. And they also realize that the things that they didn't think mattered had a very big impact on the world. For example, I'll tell you that there was this one woman that I was connecting with, and she had said to me, Matt, how am I making a difference here in this world? I'm not doing anything big. All I am is a school teacher. And when I connected with her spirit guides said that even though she didn't think that she was going to do something big or was doing something big here in this world or doing something with her life purpose, right? She's like, is my life purpose just to be a school teacher? Well, when you say it like that, it sounds like it's very boring, right? But no, your life purpose is so much more. We can't see what heaven sees. We can't see what the spirits have in store for us, meaning that your life purpose, you might think that you're quote unquote just a school teacher. This is what happened during the reading, right? She thought she was just a school teacher. What difference could I make here in this world? But what her spirit guide showed me was that her students that she loved, that she cared about, that she spent so much time with, were going to go on to do amazing things. And she was a stepping stone within their life. So even if you're not the one doing big things within your life, during your life review, you get to see how you were a stepping stone in a good way for someone else. How many of you are a manifester for someone else? I see this happen all the time during readings where you might not be able to start a business. You might not be able to go and hone in on your own talent, skills, or abilities, but you're a catalyst that ignites other people. Well, this is part of your life review. You get to see how we're all connected and how those things that you thought were so little or so small or just everyday tasks shaped someone else and somehow trickled off and shaped the world. You know, what's so amazing is that your life review shows you your true purpose of why you're here. And also, while we're alive, what our job is to try to figure out that purpose, why we're here on this earth, how we can live a better life. And what's really cool is that as a medium, every single day, your loved ones come through and share information about this. They tell me the regrets that they had because of their life review. And you know what the biggest regret is that your loved ones in spirit tell me all the time? Their biggest regret on the other side is their self-doubt. They wished that they, instead of listening to other people, instead of being afraid of what other people thought or what other people said, they wish that they just did it. They wish that they stopped taking other people's advice and listen to their own. They wish that they didn't put so much energy into their fears, thoughts, and anxieties, and instead focused on their passion and the things that they wanted to do in life. And they also can see during their life review the gifts and talents that they turn their back on. How many of us have turned our back on certain gifts, talents, and abilities because either we're too scared, we think we're not good enough, we don't think it's going to make money, whatever it may be, or we're afraid of what people will say? I'll tell you that same thing almost happened to me when I was saying that I was going to be a psychic and a medium, and I felt this inner passion and this joy helping people by connecting with their loved ones. When I first wanted to go public about this gift, my dad stopped me. He's like, "You have to be careful about what you're doing." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, you want to be in the healthcare field. You want to be, in that world." He's like, "And how are people going to take you? They're going to think you're crazy if they look up online and see that you're talking to the dead and that you connect with spirits. They're not going to understand you." The thing is that I had to think long and hard about that. But it was my passion that was driving me. I knew that I had to do this. I knew it was a gift from God. And even though there was risk involved, meaning that people would think that I was crazy or it might not be well received or whatever it may be, people would make fun of me or say it was fake or who knows. I said, you know what? It doesn't matter what other people think. It's what I have to do. It's my God-given gift. And it's my purpose. And I have to figure out where this road is going to lead me. So I went down it. And you know what I realized? I realized this, not just from what your loved ones have told me, but from personal experience, that when you're on your path and you align with your spirit guides and your angels and your loved ones, doors start to open. When you don't listen to your spirits and your angels and your loved ones, when you're going down the wrong path, right? When you're not following your true purpose or your passion, doors start to close. So what I want you to know is that as long as you're living and breathing, spirit tells me this. You're given a spirit guide for a reason, because your spirit guide is your GPS here in this world. You're given your spirit guide as your GPS to lead you down every avenue, to lead you down every road, to meet the people in your life that are going to help you, hurt you, push you forward, all of these things. And then at the end of your life, you look at all your destinations. And at the end of your life, you see how your guardian angel, along with your spirit guide, were guiding you and helping you. So what I want you to know is this, is that spirit tells me that the only limits that we put on ourselves is ourself. We say we're too old, we're too fat, we're not good looking enough, we're not this enough, we're not that enough, that'll never happen for me, I don't have the money, I don't have the fun. We say all of these things. But you know what's amazing? Is that during our life review, we see one thing, that it doesn't matter if there's a 1% chance that we're going to make it. If it's meant for us and it's in the cards for us, it's meant for us and it's going to happen. We don't have to listen to those negative thoughts that we put in our own mind. Heaven doesn't care about percentages. That's something that we deal with as humans. Heaven knows how to get you from where you are right now to where you need to be. And what I've learned from our angels, our guides, and our loved ones is sometimes you just have to close your eyes and let God take the wheel. So what I did is this. From all the readings that I've done, I've talked to the other side of their biggest regrets. Divorces, right? Divorces, losing time here in this world, limiting self-beliefs, abusive relationships, past trauma, thinking about worry, anxieties, and fears. And I said, you know what? What if we as humans could do a life review now? What if we could look back into our life as we're living it and see what our life purpose is, what our goals is, what can we learn, right? Because every day we're learning. We don't have to wait till we're dead. We can learn this right now. We can learn how to change our life for the better. So I wrote this new book, Don't Wait Till You're Dead, for that reason, to share with you how you can find the tools, the resources, and everything that you need right now to change your life for the better. And, I believe that I had to write this book for a reason, because our loved ones in spirit use me as a medium every single day to do one thing. They don't want you to have the regrets, the worries, or the fears that they did here in this world. They want you to live life authentically and to live life with your purpose. And what I want you to know is that you have the opportunity right now to change the course of your life. So what's really amazing is we see this happen all the time with near-death experiences, right? With wake-up calls and close calls, when people almost pass away. When someone has a near-death experience or a wake-up call, they almost pass away and they come back a changed person. They want to change the course of their life. They want to change the course of other people's life, and they want to inspire the world. Why? Because they started going through that life review. They started to see that there was more meaning for their life. There was actually a man that I just read for, and it was amazing because I had seen that he was in this horrific car accident back when he was younger, and he was supposed to die. Well, don't you know that after that car accident, he changed his life. Before the car accident, he was hard and fast, right? He showed me that he showed me in the visions that I saw that he was a partier, he was a gambler, he went out drinking, that he was a player here in this world with tons of girls. And then after he had that car accident and went through his life review, he realized he wasn't living authentically. He wasn't living towards a purpose. He didn't have any goals. And that completely changed his life. He went from living this hard and fast life to next thing you know, wanting to help people. And all of a sudden becoming a counselor for children. It's how his life turned a complete 180 because of the fact that he went through this life review, or partly through the life review. He saw up until that moment and realized, oh my God, this is where my life is going. But he had the power to change it. Well, I'm here making this video right now because this is my message to all of you. You don't need a car accident, a near-death experience, or a close call to go and to change your life around. What you need to do is to look back right now and start making changes now. And you know what? This is a message that heaven, your angels, and your loved ones have been trying to get to you. So that being said, I could stay on here all night and talk to you about this, but I have a brand new book that's coming out. You can order it right now. It's called Don't Wait Till You're Dead. I wrote a whole book on this about the life review, living life with purpose, changing your life now, and taking divine action steps towards your future. Because there's a certain purpose that you may not have found within your life just yet. We're meant to have a multitude of purposes here in this world. We're meant to meet our soulmate. We're meant to launch our career. We're meant to change the world in some way. We're meant to be inspirational to other people. How many categories have you fulfilled? How many categories have you not fulfilled? Well, a new book, Don't Wait Till You're Dead, will help you because you can start your life review right now. So I hope that you'll pick up a copy, take a look inside, and I hope that it'll help you to change your life. Because if there's one thing that I want you to know, it's this, is that it's never too late. Tomorrow gives us a new opportunity. So don't wait till you're dead. It's available to order right now anywhere that you buy books. Let me know what you think. I can't wait till it gets delivered to your doorstep. And remember, you don't have to wait till you're dead to find positive changes in your life right now. And if you want to find more about me or my work, or to book an online reading with me, just head to my website, meetmattfraser.com, because on my website, you'll find courses, videos, classes, tour dates, and of course, online readings with me. So that being said, don't wait till you're dead. Start now.